and welcome in to Final Thoughts. Just slide that right there. Close this up. We have enough water to do a scald tonight. Actually, we have enough water to do a few scalds. So I hope everybody will forgive me. I have not had the time to go on ahead and jump in the shower yet. I'm going to have to do it after Final Thoughts. What's up, man? What's up, Pogoats? Hadn't seen you in a while. Moss too Shifty, how you doing, Shifty? You know, man, welcome in. Oh, I'm doing great. I had a little bit of a busy day after we got back from fishing. I had to catch up on my chores. I had to cook dinner for myself. You know, then I had to take and eat, of course. And then before I realized it, guys, it was, like 8:20 or so. So I was like, son of a gun. So I had to turn around and throw that post up real quick. Thank you there, Nightshade. First to like gets the first scald. Scald, my friend. Oh, yes. We have bottled water. We have a 6-pack sitting here. So we got enough water to do quite a few scalds. But we still got to limit it. All right, guys. So I'm waiting for Jin to get in here. And then we going to drop some big news on you guys. And then some news. But you know what, guys? It's just not. It's not a big deal, because we're catching up anyway again. But I'll drop that whenever we see Jin. Oh, okay, Nightshade. I'm sorry, sweetie. There's Jin. We'll see you next time, Nightshade. Hopefully you can pop back in later. Sorry I have had to leave yours a lot lately. But I have been extremely busy, sweetie. So please forgive me. Oh, hey, Saddle, what you doing? All right. You're actually new. I haven't seen you before. But nice. Thank you for showing up. So, Jin, I was about to tell these guys, we hit 910 subscribers today, guys. And it's still growing. We hit 910. That is incredible. So I want to thank you guys so much for all y'all's support and all the new people that have joined up. Guys, I can't believe this has become so big. Guys, my zombie video has gotten like 44,000 views, guys. It is amazing. We need 25K. I know, right? 25,000 subscribers would be awesome. But anyway, guys. So what's up, Timmy? What's up, Timmy? I remembered just before you said that. Or just before that you had said just call you Timmy. Yeah, there you go. So guys, yeah, 910 subscribers. Now here's the news. So I found out that yes, I have well over 16 watch hours, but I didn't realize there was such a thing as valid watch hours, guys. So I finally figured out what that meant. And I was like, oh no, my heart, because we're only at 1,100 valid watch hours. But we're well over 1,700 actual watch hours. So that's incredible, guys. Thank you so much. So this goes out to everyone out there that has showed their support or at least popped into my channel. So everyone, hello. Hello, Raph. Hello, Saddle. And hello, Timmy. Thank you all for joining. If you want to, please stop in and say hello. This scald goes out to you. Scald, my friends. That one goes out to you. All right. So let's get into it, guys. We got plenty more than enough people in here. We're 5 minutes in. So we're going to get 25 minutes of conversation. So, guys, for those of y'all that are new, I'm going to talk for 25 minutes straight about this subject. and then I'll get to questions and everything y'all have later on. All right? So, making fond memories. All right, guys? You know, this is something that sometimes people take for granted. All right? There's a beautiful song that perfectly illustrates it. And a lot of people know it, and a lot of people don't. You know, but it's The Cat's in the Cradle. You know, guys, I can't remember who sings it. But, you know, that song perfectly illustrates why it's important to make fond memories, guys. You know, build experiences with the young people in your life. You know, make great memories with them. Be one of their best friends if you're not a family, well, not necessarily a family member, but if you're a family member and you're not like immediate, you're not an uncle or a grandparent, you know, be their best friend. You know, try to teach them everything that you know too. You know, you never know how far it's going to take them. So spending time with your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, your sons, your daughters, your dads, your moms, you know, these things are so important. You know, guys, I'll get to y'all's names here in just a little bit. I'll start shouting y'all out and everything like that. You know, just give me some time. I talk for a little while, and then you guys can talk to me. All right, guys? But for right now, let me teach this lesson. So anyways, guys, you know, these fond memories, you know, these lasting impressions that are imprinted on our brain, no matter how hard we try to get rid of them. They're there to make us smile, to give us our daily dose of serotonin, if you will. You know, guys, because if you're having a bad day, you can always look back on your good memories from your best friends or your favorite family members, and it'll make you feel better. It always will, every time. You know, trust me on that one, guys. And by the way, you know, if you look back on fond memories you made, even with exes and stuff like that, it can still make you smile. As long as you realize that was just a good time in your life. That was when it was good. Try to remember whenever a relationship was good, not when it was bad, even if it ended. All right, guys? That way you don't hold grudges. You know, that might be another topic for final thoughts, is not holding grudges. You know, guys. So, anyhow, back to what I was getting at. So, yeah, you want to take and build these fond memories with these people that are close to you, with friends, with family, with dear loved ones. You know, you want to make these fond memories. You want to build this foundation of love, trust, and respect with these people. You know, if they're young folks, you want to build a relationship of teaching. You know, guys, you're the teachers in their lives. It takes a village. It takes a village to raise a child. That is true. You know, because somebody might know something more than you. You know, in the case of my mom, she couldn't help me with my math. She wasn't very good at math. But my uncle was. So she would send me to my uncle for tutoring. You know, guys. So I would learn from him. You know, my dad was a great hunter. But my mom's family is great hunters. But my dad's a different type of hunter than they are. They hunt with stands and feeders. Where my dad is a tracker hunter. He gets out, he finds where they're going, and he takes them down. So I built fond memories with both of them learning how to hunt from both sides. And thanks to that, it saved my life when I was homeless, guys. I knew how to get my own food. You know, the survival techniques that both my grandfathers, because one was from the Depression era and one was from Vietnam. You know, guys, they both knew how to survive off the land, no matter what situation they were in. So they taught me everything they knew. That was building a fond memory. You know, now it doesn't matter what happens to me, guys. I can survive. I can live. You know, and I look back on those memories and it fills my heart with joy. I look back on the memories I've built with you guys, meeting y'all, talking to y'all, getting to know y'all, and it fills my heart with happiness. You know, y'all guys always asked why I'm so happy. That's the key. fond memories. You know, you look back on what makes you happy. You find the warmth that makes you smile on the inside. Ghost! Ghost Bubba! So good to see you again, man. Oh, where did you say you was homeless? Oh, I was homeless whenever I was in high school. The last 2 years of high school, and the beginning of my 20s. That was when I was homeless. I went homeless when I was 16, and I took care of myself until I was like 24 or something like that. But anyway, I think it was around 6 years, 5.5, 6 years, somewhere around there. So I just tell everybody 6 because it's the most I can remember, because it's over 5 years, but it's under 6. So I just leave it at 6. But anyway, guys, so yeah, even out there's fond memories from that time, because the first time I was able to build fire on my own, even though I knew how to do it, I had researched and researched and researched. There's a difference between research and putting it into practice. Guys, it took me months to learn how to make a fire with an actual spindle and bow set, but learning how to do that is a fond memory. Even basic training, which was hard. Oh my good Lord, I am out of shape. So especially back then too. So guys, holy crap. That was a hard time for me, but it was really great memories, guys, because I learned so many cool skills and I did so many awesome things. Even though I have a terrible memory from it, I do have some trauma from it, from getting blown up. But guys, oh well, it's no big deal. I move on. Just drop it and move on. Why? Because that's a bad memory. I don't want that in my life. So I want to deal with fond memories. And you got to build fond memories. And in order to do that, sometimes you got to put yourself out there. Sometimes you got to put yourself at risk for maybe getting hurt. Sometimes you got to put yourself out. Oh, boom, boom. Got to pin my baby girl's channel name up there. Y'all all go subscribe to Jen too. She's close to hitting 1,000 herself. So let's get her partially monetized as well, guys. Let's support our turquoise queen. Anyway, guys, so back to where I was getting at. So yeah, guys, it's this amazing thing, learning how to accept fond memories over bad memories, and building them is important. Guys, if you have a parent that you're a little estranged with, start trying to spend more time with them. If you have a sibling that you don't talk to very often or you don't see very often, try calling them a little bit more. Try visiting them a few times. If they live too far away, then at least just try calling them a few times. Try FaceTiming them instead of visiting if they live too far. But guys, it's not hard to build a fond memory. Something as simple as inviting a dear friend over for a simple campfire out in the backyard with a couple of beers, a little bit of barbecue, some good music. Guys, that's a fond memory. And it'll stick with you the rest of your days. Even if you forget the person's name, even if you forget where you were, that memory will still stay. You'll still remember, hey, yeah, me and this dude once sat around this campfire. He invited me over. I never really knew him very well, but he invited me over one day. Man, we had a good old time, dude. That's some of the best barbecue I ever had. That memory is going to stick with you. And you never know. It could be one of those where it's like, man, this dude taught me to put this on top of my meat before I season it so that it'll seal in the seasonings and it'll make a crust, or something like that. He could have taught you something that night, and that might be why you remember it. But it's going to be a fond memory in your mind. Excuse me, sorry, my nose is trying to run, and I am out of paper towels. But luckily, my shirt still smells like fish, so I got to go get changed. Sorry about that, guys. I wished I was presentable for y'all before I got on here, but it was just too late. So tomorrow night, I promise y'all, gonna be nice and make myself look presentable for everybody out there. We're going to get back to wearing the tunics. All right, guys? But we're hitting 15 minutes, so let's jump into a scald real quick, and then we'll jump right back into the reason why you would want to hold on to just the fond memories if you could, or the reason why it builds up serotonin. So let's pour a scald, and let's get to that. Ow! We need another bottle of water. Glub, glub, glub. Another. Pulled the Thor thing. I'll pick it up later, guys. Don't worry. It's the only trash in my trailer. Well, aside from what's in my trash can, which knocked over a minute ago. That's actually where my trash can is located. So I threw it that way at it because I still got to go on ahead and just pick up the trash can. But he literally knocked it over during the live. So I'm just going to chill for a minute. I'm tired. My feet hurt. But everybody. So back to what I was saying. Let's do this scald. Scald. So yeah. Anyway, back to building fond memories. So yeah. Why is it so important? You know, it's so important because it develops these things known as core memories, guys. And core memories are sometimes what fuels our personalities. And it's our positive experiences more than our negative experiences that actually fuel, you know, our core memories a lot of times and fuel our personality. You know, it's the things we love. It's the things that we enjoy. It's the memories we build. You know, these are all core development, guys. And, you know, I'm not talking about your abs. I'm talking about the abs between the ears, your brain. These are all core developments that drive your personality and tell everybody who you are, you know, guys. And it's because, pardon me. And it's because we're influenced by the things that we love. And if you're building fond memories with those around you constantly, guys, that bond that you have, that friendship, it'll last a lifetime. And I've never seen my dad cry but 3 times in my life. And once was when his daddy died. Second time was when his mama died. I wasn't there to see him cry for when my Uncle Jerry died, but I'm sure he cried then. And he bawled his eyes out whenever his best friend, that they had been friends together since they were literally in grade school, guys. They were in elementary school when they met. And they were friends their entire lives. He passed on. And when he did, my dad blubbered like he was a 2-year-old with a skint knee running to mama. I mean, he was all tears and snot. It was not a pretty sight. But guys, that's how close he was. That's how many fond memories he had built with my Uncle Bruce. And yes, I still to this day call him my Uncle Bruce. His name was Bruce Oliver. And I'll never forget him. I called him Uncle Hey Hey. And he taught me a lot. You know, there's more fond memories. People that aren't even a part of your family. You know, family friends can end up influencing you as well. Oh my gosh, my nose itches. Must have had a mosquito bite on my nostril. Because, dude, they were everywhere out there. They always are. That's a bite. But anyway, so I also want to thank everybody that showed up for the fishing video, guys. That was a lot of fun. I know we weren't catching anything big, but it was just the simple fact that we were out there having fun, guys. We caught 16 fish altogether. It was a lot of fun. But, oh, you're all good, Wyatt. But anyway, folks, so yeah, if you're new, please hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. You know, come join the fun. Come have a conversation with us. You know, come join the nights. Come subscribe. But anyway, so as we're going along, you know, guys, we saw Today, just today, here's the fond memories that my niece developed. First off, she had a wonderful conversation with me and my dad about what it was like to go hunting, what it was like to go camping, what was the best way to go hunting, what was the best way to go camping. You know, she wanted to know everything about it. And of course, a lot of her answers were that depends on the person. But, you know, kids, they're curious. She loved the heck out of it. You know, I almost said a wordy dirt. But anyway, guys, she loved it so much. It was so incredible for her. You know, she said that was the most fun she'd had since she'd moved down here from Houston. So we're going to be taking her fishing with us a lot more often, guys. And she's a hoot to be around anyway. You know, I can't believe she hooked a fish in the chin. You know, she didn't even hook it in the lip or the mouth or the eye or anything. No, she hooked it right through the chin. You know, that was the weirdest I've ever seen a fish get hooked next to hooking them in the tail or hooking them in the belly. You know, because I was reeling in a line one time and I hooked a little itty bitty fish about this big right through the belly. Now, I know I have no proof of that. Y'all are going to have to take my word on it. But little itty bitty perch. I threw him back on the hook, threw him out there. Anyway, so as we were explaining, you know, fond memories, they develop who you are. They teach you lessons. They teach you who you are. And they're an important part of developing core memories and personality traits. You know, you're not going to base your personality around what makes you sad. You know, I've seen some people that do that. And guys, they're miserable. You know, but if you base your personality around your fondest memories and the skills that you enjoy, you can even build fond memories to yourself. Hold on one moment, guys. Yes? Yes, I'm doing my live. I can't hear you. All right, go. Thank you, though. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Thank you. Sorry, my niece.
Fishing video?
Yes, they like the fishing video, baby. Go ahead. Leave, please. Close the door. You're letting my AC out. Seriously, you're letting my AC out, sweetie. She's having technical difficulties, guys. Bye. Oh, man. I've never seen somebody struggle with a door latch so much. Sunday, we have Easter Day. I got you. Fish is fish, bro. Better than none. That is true. You know, we were catching just little tiny fry and little fingerlings and stuff like that. But they were a lot of fun to catch. You know, just perch jerking sometimes is a good memory. You know, that was why I decided to do final thoughts over building fond memories tonight, guys. Because me and my dad both had a blast. You know, he laughed his butt off at me, you know, talking to you guys because he was like, this is the weirdest thing ever. He still can't get past the fact I'm a YouTuber, you know. But because he doesn't understand it, you know, and it's pretty funny. He's like, why would you want to let yourself be on camera for the world to see? And I'm like, well, because, you know, I have built some very fond memories with you guys. So why would I leave? Why would I go anywhere? You know, I'm going to keep posting until I make it. I'm going to keep trying. And what's great is coming up this Sunday, guys. Remember, this Sunday, we won't have final thoughts. Instead, we're going to have another book reading. So every Sunday, we're going to have a book reading. Why? Because I want you guys to hear it. And also because it's going to make me have to write pages more often. It's going to motivate me to do more. No. Oh, I'm sorry if you don't like that. Sorry for being shy around him earlier. I'm quiet till I get to know you. Oh, that's all good. But guys, it's going to be at Sunday night. So we're just going to switch over to just reading from the book on those nights. And then the rest of the nights is going to be final thoughts. But you know what, guys? That also gives me time to sit down and plan out final thoughts, maybe for the week. guys, and that way I don't have to think so much. So I can actually think more on what I'm going to say and less on what I'm going to do. Guys, because sometimes it takes all day and it's a last minute throw together. But this one came to me easy riding down the road because she caught, my little niece caught 5 fish. She ended up enjoying herself so much. She saw some snakes. She saw a turtle laying eggs, which I posted the video of that turtle. She loved it so much. Luckily, the road that the turtle was on is literally one that you can't drive down. It's on the side of a road, but you got to have a four-wheeler to get down there. So she was just fine. She was a good ways off the road, and her eggs would be just fine. But it was an amazing thing seeing her do that. It was incredible. My niece absolutely enjoyed it. She couldn't stop looking, and she saw a couple of snakes swimming across the lake or swimming across the bayou. She caught her fish. She saw her first sun perch. She made a lot of great memories. And you guys being there, and when she found out how many people were there and how many likes we got and could talk to y'all and show off her fish and everything like that. Guys, she ran around and had so much fun. I want to thank all of y'all for making that possible. Guys, because that's incredible. We're down to our last 4 minutes, guys, before we go on into hangout mode. All right? But I just want to thank you all again for showing up. If you're new here, hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. I've been talking about why it's important to build fond memories, guys, and there's a lot more to it than you would think, especially considering that not very many people know about core memories or what it even means to have a core memory or the fact that they affect your personality, guys. So those are just things I wanted y'all to hear. It's amazing that y'all are all still in here. Thank y'all so much for being here. And guys, the zombie video, the zombie apocalypse video hit 44,000 views. We are at 910 people last time I checked. We are going to be partially monetized by the end of the month if this continues up. So guys, please like, share, do everything you can. You can shoot me a text. Got you, man. Oh, we'll definitely pray for you, my Jin. Oh, hi, Drift Legend. Thank you for subbing. We're about to get to the hangout portion. Last thing I got to say about fond memories, guys. You want to know the best thing about fond memories? The best thing about them is they're the ones that stick with you the longest. That is the greatest thing about fond memories. Because your brain will never delete a fond memory. But trauma, your brain will take that memory and control-alt-delete that sucker in a heartbeat. It's just like, no, you're not going to remember this, but you're going to have problems because of it. But guys, there's no problems that arise from a good memory, from a fond memory, from a happy time. There's no problems that arises from that. Guys, there's nothing but positive for that. Nothing but positive, So take your fond memories, bring them to the front of your mind, and keep them locked away for the days that you have bad days. Because when you have those bad days, you let them fly. When you have free time, you let them fly. When you're trying to talk with somebody, you let them fly. Guys, don't really so much lock them away. That was my wrong phrasing. But instead, just bring them to the front. Let them fly. Remember them constantly. They're going to give you a better day. Now, if you'll excuse me, guys, I'm going to go blow my nose real quick because it's driving me absolutely insane. But but I had to get all that out. So, guys, remember, right now, aside from my Jin, and aside from my children who were my number one memory, my best memory after that, guys, is y'all. All of y'all. And how much y'all have given me support over these few days. So we're going to go blow the nose, come back, do a scald, and then we're going to start our hangout session. Okay, guys? We'll see you then. All right, now let's pour our scald and start the hangout session, everybody. So what's up? Who all's still here? Who all's brand new? And who all's having a great night? You know, that's the big part. Who all is having a wonderful freaking night? You know, because guys, there could be nothing better than knowing that I made someone's day, knowing that I made someone's night, knowing that I made someone's afternoon. That makes me feel great. See you later, Tation. Or Triple X. What's up, Amber? So good to have you back. Me. I'm still here. All right. So, yeah, guys, if you're new, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon. If I could speak, it would be easier. Ooh. I don't want to spill too much of that. I'm going to set that right there. All right, guys. Skull for passing 30 minutes. And for all of y'all that are still here. A toast to you guys for being as amazing as y'all are. I know I use that word a lot, but it's because, honestly, guys, I can't think of anything else to explain it with. I can't think of any other way to explain it other than amazing or incredible or breathtaking or flattering. You know, guys, I'm just a guy in an RV, and you guys have actually made me something big. Skull! I'm in a great mood. 3 years clean as of today. Heck yes. Everybody, we're going to do one more skull for Portia on that one. 3 years clean today. All right, guys. For those of y'all who are young, y'all learn what that means later. For those of y'all who know, you know. And for those of y'all who know, you really know. So, guys, let's give Portia a big scald and a huge congratulations for 3 years clean today. It doesn't matter what it's from, brother, this is to you. Scald, guys. All right. So, no problem, Portia. So, right, guys. We had a great time fishing, like I had said. I don't have to explain it anymore. But I'm so glad you guys got to come out to the thicket and see it when it was all vibrant and green and beautiful. Because, guys, that's where I used to live. That road that you've seen us driving down is my old home road. Thank you, brother. You know, but that was where I grew up on. That road right there is where I grew up. So when I told you guys I'm from down in the sticks, I am from down in the sticks. All right, guys. There is no deeper in the woods than me. All right. Well, maybe there is, but I'm a little afraid that that's some long-term situations, and I don't want to get into that. But you know what, guys? I just can't believe that we keep going up and up and up. And it's because of y'all sharing videos like the zombie apocalypse video, like the training video. If you haven't seen it yet, guys, go check out my Never Give Up. Thank you so much for giving me a subdivision. You sub to me. Thank you, Elf on the bottom shelf. What's up there, Glitched? How you doing, man? But yeah, we're just sitting here chilling, having fun. I hope y'all were present for talking about fond memories, which, you know, that was so great to be able to have so much fun today. You know, so yeah, I had a lot of running around to do when I got back, but it's all good. Oh, I had an amazing day. We went fishing with my dad and my niece. She caught 5 fish. I caught 5 fish. My dad caught, we caught 17 fish. I miscounted. My bad. We caught 17 fish today. So, yeah, that was awesome. Which none of them were keepers. You know, none of them were keepers. We were perch jerking. You know, we were just having fun. And it's because we had a 10-year-old little girl with us. We ain't going to do some serious fishing with a 10-year-old little girl. But unfortunately, my cane pole broke. I hooked something, thought I had a turtle, and was pulling it in. Come to find out, dead-gum winch. And the weight of the winch broke my pole. But I got the winch out of the water. Thank you, Glitched. Hello, Lex. What's up? How you doing there? Guys, if you're new and you want a shout out, thank you so much. You know, thank you so much, Lex. Oh, I'm doing great. Guys, if you want a shout out, or if you just want to say hi, or if you just want some attention for a minute, guys, pop on in. I'll tell you hi. I'll even say your name. What's up, Glitched Edits? Glitched Edits gets a shout out, everybody. Glitched Edits. So definitely. Subject 14. Were you a test subject or are you just a subject? No problem, Glitched. You know, it's no big deal, guys. I like to try to take and make everybody feel welcome. You know, I make mistakes. I'm going to be human. I might accidentally say something to offend somebody. But you know what? Oops. You know, I'm of the generation to where, you know what? You're offended. Okay, go away. You know, but I hope I don't. And if you do go away, I hope you come back. But anyway, guys, it's incredible to have you all in here. Got Ariel Wild Fun. Nice. JB203 or 2003. How you doing? You look like you make some moonshine. I got you. No, I don't make moonshine. I make honey mead. Hey, can I have a shout? Yeah. If I could pronounce your name. O'Reilly. O'Reilly Wild Fun. Hi, how you doing? What's your problem? What's your PB in fishing? Personal best in fishing. Keep your channel, brother. Oh, I'm definitely going to, man. One day you have to do a Viking podcast. I'm trying to figure out what a podcast even is. Keep it going. I'll definitely go into. My personal best in fishing was a 6.5 foot alligator gar. You know, 6 foot, 6.5 foot, somewhere around there. I think it may have been like 6'4" to 6'6". So I'm saying 6.5 foot. But yeah, alligator gar, big SOP. I pulled him in on a hand trout line. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm definitely going to be live tomorrow, man. He wants to do a podcast with me. Yes, I like to do what's called Morning Mojo every day with my girlfriend, Jin here, guys. Me and her come together and we do Morning Mojo. We try to make sure that everybody has a great start to their day. It's usually around 9 o'clock in the morning. And then we have about 2:30, 3 o'clock, we have afternoon hangouts with Gator. That's me. and my nickname is Gator. You know, my real name is Clint Gage, just as y'all all see right there. And then we have Final Thoughts with Clint Gage every night. Wow, nice. I went to Florida and I got a 6-pound bass. Really cool. We got at least 22 bass that day. Nice. I kind of like this, but 2 or 3 people conversing about whatever the topic is. You know, I do understand that. I'm trying to figure out how to do these things, guys. I'm still learning YouTube. You know, I've only been on the internet since January 17th, guys. You know, before that, I just kind of stayed away from it. But I didn't even start YouTube until January 17th. All I knew how to do was come on here and look for a video. You know, I just knew how to come on, hit the search button, and type in what I wanted. You know, and now here I am, a YouTuber. You know, it's just, wow, that happened quick. Yep, we all call her Jin Jin. When I went fishing with my uncle, my boat got tipped over. Oh, that sucks. I mean, in the long run. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, we're going to try to have people show up, guys. I try to have guest stars every now and then, like my mom, my dad. You know, trying to get my dad on camera is like trying to choke a horse. You know, your hands can't do it. But trying to get, you know, some other people to pop on here and talk with us about different things, you know, like I would love to get my niece, whenever she comes to visit, to be able to do an interview with us, because my oldest niece, guys, she works for Yellowstone National Park. Yeah, you heard me right. She just left these past couple weeks ago to go up to Montana to meet up with her group, to take a helicopter all the way out to Yellowstone National Park to be dropped off at the fire tower where she'll be working at. You know, all she has to do is last a year, and she'll be able to take and work permanently in the park if she wants, as a ranger, as a park ranger. You know, guys, I'm rooting for her. I really am. What better way to help the world than to be a park ranger? To protect some of our greatest treasures. And she's doing it. I couldn't be proud. Oh, yeah. It's definitely me. You love my lives. Thank you, Glitched. You know, I try to have a lot of energy. You're going to be right back. Okay, my Jin Jin. Hurry back now, love. But I try to have a lot of energy. Zorro GT. How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. You know what? Let's set up another skull here real quick. We're going to have to get 2 water bottles. Yes, sir. Let's set up a skull. That's another one empty. All right, guys. Skull. To all my new friends and anyone new who wishes to join. You know, guys, come on in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. Come join the family, guys. Come join the conversation. See you here, and hope to have blah, 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 blah. I totally lost track of what I was going to say. Hope to hear from you. And I'm sorry, my speech impediment just decided to make me look like a dingleberry. Skull to all of you guys. Wonderful. All right, guys. We are almost at 45 minutes, which usually means you think the hat's cool. Everybody loves the hat, man. Everybody loves the hat. And my necklace is a simple Mjolnir. You can buy it off almost any website that sells Viking memorabilia. I also have a Mjolnir ring that I wear. I have a wristband that is decorated with Viking dragon symbols. And then, of course, as a blacksmith, I have a ring made of steel representing the flames that I use to do my craft. So yeah, that's what my rings represent. You know, guys, the necklace is because I have a lot of faith in being an Asatru, guys. I enjoy being a Viking. You know, I don't just pretend to be one, guys. I literally live the best way I can, aside from raiding, you know, as a crafter. You know, because not all Vikings were raiders. Some of them had to stay behind to craft and to build and to farm. What's up, D1 Frags? The short guy. Shout out to you, short guy 14. How you doing? What are you saying no to, D1 Frags? Oh, by the way, guys, still got the axe beside me. Doesn't leave me, bro. That stays with me at all times. You know. And also, still have this one sitting over here. And still have the machete, guys. So everything from the zombie video, as you can see, is literally stored here. Why? I'm out of space in my bedroom. That, and I use the tomahawk and the axe on a regular basis to go out into the backyard and try to clear as much as I can out, you know, because we let it grow for a while, you know, and so we definitely got, do you have anything else cool to show us? Yeah, y'all wait right here. Now, granted, remember, these items are old, every one of them. They have been in storage for going on 8 years now and have not been repaired. So I've got to repair all of these items, guys. So they're going to be in some pretty bad shape. But the blades and every part that counts is in good shape. All that's bad on them is the outside, you know, which that's just a new sanding, some new leather, and a little bit of mink oil or some tongue oil, and it'll make it nice and pretty and right again. All right, let's go with this. Now, first off, I'm going to show y'all the rest of my Viking weapons. This is a Viking mace. This is a Viking longsword. I train with this too. I'm not very great, but I train with this, you know, guys. And I actually forged the blade myself. I bought the brass to be able to make this. I bought this part already made because I couldn't figure out how to make it. And I bought this part already made because I couldn't figure out how to cast it. So I bought those two parts, but I cast this after I figured it out, and I cast this after I figured it out. So, yeah, that is my Viking longsword. You know, I bought the leather. I got to replace it. You know, you can see where I stitched it last time. You know, so I've got to fix this up. But that's my Viking longsword. Yes, I do change my shirt and I do wash it. This is not the same shirt that, you know, this is the same shirt I've been wearing all day. Yes, because I haven't gotten to rush to the shower yet because I had to rush to get do my show tonight. But yes, I do change my shirt. I do wash it. It gets stained a lot because my job is mostly working outside and doing the dirty work around here. So my shirts do get stained up and do get dirty really quickly. But this is a different white t-shirt from the last one I was wearing. And this is a different white t-shirt from the night before as well. Or the day before as well. And the reason being is because I have a package of them, guys. When you have about 3 or 4 of them, you go through them. No, I do not play Minecraft. Nice to see you, Jin Jin. I was just wondering, it looks like the same one that all little wash it for you. You can head out to Texas in the morning. No, you're good, Rooster Boy. It's fine, man. I actually have to do, speaking of that, tomorrow is laundry day for me. So tomorrow, you guys are going to see me in my camo shirt until I get everything washed, and then I'll wash my last load and have everything done. I couldn't do it today because the city of Orange was still working on their water, which is where we get our water from. So we're actually dealing with that at the moment. So we're having to go to a friend's house and do laundry. 5:30. You know what? That would be funny, Rooster Boy. But anyway, you don't have to wash my clothes, bro. But if you did ever come to Texas and you wanted to meet me and you're old enough, see you later there, Glitched, and you're old enough, then yeah, I will let you on the show. You know, I would definitely like to meet any of my fans. I'm not going to say it on live. Sorry. But I will give you my phone, my email address under a comment that you leave. And then you can take and contact me that way. And we'll exchange phone numbers through there. Just so it'll be a little safer for me and you both. Because it's double encrypted, guys. So that way, neither one of us gets screwed. Okay? Oh, no, I ain't got no gas money. Oh, yeah, I love coffee. You know, that's part of Morning Mojo, is a good cup of Joe and motivation. Mojo. See what I mean? See what I did there? But yes, guys, I do like coffee. And I do understand my appearance, guys. I do know that I look dirty. I look filthy. Guys, I'm covered in scars. I do get dirty a lot because my job is dirty. I do have ratty clothes. Why? Because they're hand-me-downs. Guys, I live off of $84 a month. I have been broke my whole life. I've never had anything. So, you know, guys, that's just something I got to deal with. So I knew there was eventually going to be people coming on here wondering why I dress the way I do. Thank you. They get to see, yes, the famous Jin Jin. She shows up every single morning. What's up there, I Heart Pizza? How you doing, bro? I have some rare Colombian coffee that I got last month when I was over there, and have some very rare Cuban cigars. Nice. I like Cubans. Well, I used to, but I kind of quit. I might chew on it, but I won't light it. You know. Anyway, guys, are your name highlighted in blue? Nope, glitched. I like to chew on them more than smoke them for the flavor. I got you. People say that I'm a good luck charm. Yeah, my Jin Jin is my good luck charm, guys. You know, since I've been with her, channel went, you know, we had a little bit of a drop, you know, for a little while, because we did have some fallout with a good set of friends. But we have since corrected that, and there's no longer a fallout with them. It's awesome. Everything is great. So everything should be getting back to normal here soon, guys. But I would love to thank everybody here. I'm about to do one more scald for the last 5 minutes. I just watched the item next to you, Zombie Apocalypse. Oh, thank you. You just watched my Zombie Apocalypse video? Thank you. 5K channel views per day. Dead gum. Nice. Oh, you just watched the video too, Glitched? No, 50K. I got you. My bad. Nice. What did y'all think about it? Because literally, guys, I always have this axe around me. This is Troll's Bane. I use it as a prop for my show. If somebody's acting like a troll, I'll point at them and tell them to call out their name, tell them to chill out. If they don't quit, I'll swing it and cut them out of the chat, guys. Subject 14 looks amazing. I would be dead. Yours is a pillow. Guys, thank you so much for saying it looks amazing. Your pillow is still a weapon. It's got a pillowcase on it, right? Throw that sucker over its head, spin that some gun around, and snap his neck over your shoulder. Or twist it up, throw it in their mouth, slam them to the ground, twist their head around, and break their neck. So yeah, guys, pillow can still be a weapon against a zombie. Anything can honestly be a weapon if you think about it. If you think about it. That's why I thought it was hilarious whenever they were like, John Wick killed a room full of men with a freaking pencil. You know what? You can do it if you know how to do it right. So that's what I'm getting at, guys. Doesn't matter what's beside you. You can find a way to use it. No, well, except for maybe a chihuahua. The only thing you can do there is toss it and hope they like kibbles and bits. But anyway, no offense to any chihuahua owners out here. I love chihuahuas. I love animals. I'd never do that. You ever thought of doing a hand-to-hand combat video or live? I'm not that good at hand-to-hand combat anymore, man. I'm getting older. I haven't trained. I haven't fought for years. So, yeah, I'm thinking about doing a sparring video, though, where me and a friend of mine get a couple of shields and get a couple of actual, maybe find him a Viking longsword instead of having to spend the money to make it. Oh, 9:30. Sorry about that, guys. That was my alarm. I had to shut that off. It's time to take my medication. And then also, guys, we've got 3 minutes left. Ooh, wow. 10:30 over there for you? That's not too bad. In Florida? Oh, okay. Thank you so much, man. Oh, my heart's doing great. Honestly, I've got a good, strong heart, believe it or not. It was just my epilepsy that got me that day. It wouldn't have mattered if I was the healthiest person on the planet. I would have felt like I was going to have a heart attack that day anyway. And it was because it was strictly my epilepsy that did it. So it wouldn't have mattered what I'd done. I was just lucky I brought my blood pressure down low enough to where it didn't cause a heart attack or cause my heart to explode. So it got taken care of pretty quick. So all they did was they upped the dosage on my seizure meds. Let's pop this. No, let's not pop that one open. Where's the one that we already opened? Ah, here it is. Oh. So much better. Let's see. Dilver, what's up? 4:30 in Hawaii. Ooh, happy congratulations from Hawaii. Yes, my Jinjin's from North Carolina. Y'all play fight with some fake swords? I got you, man. 10:30 in New Bern. All right, that's awesome. 4:30 in Hawaii again. It's psych meds, guys. It's psych meds and seizure medication. Australia, subject 14. I have several friends from Australia now. You're in Maui. Oh, awesome. Staying for more days. I got you. 3 more days. Oh, yeah, my health is actually improving, guys. That's why I've been losing weight. That's why I started training. Guys, I didn't get to today because of fishing. But I don't always get to film it, guys, because sometimes I have to get it in real quick. And I don't have time to do the setup, because I have to drag everything out there and plug it all in, all that mess. So sometimes I don't always get to plug this in. But that's why I try to give y'all a short just before training sometimes, because I can throw out a quick short and then go to train. All right, thank you, man. Yeah, who doesn't like BLTs except for Muslims because they can't have pork? But all right, guys, that's the hour mark, and I got some shit to do. So excuse my language. I got some stuff to do. So I'll check you guys later. You know, let's give a quick scald for everybody, and we're gonna call it a day, my friends. So here's to all of you. Thank you for watching. And indeed, if you still are, hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon and come join us next time. All right? I'll see you guys all there. Scald! Scald! All right, everybody. I'll catch you all next time, and y'all have a wonderful day.